live one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K.Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward. Welcome to Jazzie After Dark Artist Talk. So glad to see everyone. I see so many people coming in the room. Hey, Colleen. Is that Cafe? Dr. G is in the house. Chef D is here. Hey, Carl. If I skip your name, it's not on purpose, y'all. Trust me. I promise you, it's not on purpose. And Chef D is gonna get me a lot of times. He keeps saying, "Hey, stop doing that." Hey, it's another great week. Happy holidays to everyone. I'm so glad that you all can join and hang out with us for another edition of the show, Artist Talk. I'm so excited to have my friend and my brother back. Sonix is back with us. So we're going to have more great conversation, all of that. So don't forget to go over to K.Ward Radio, which is my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. KWardRadio.com is the website. Make sure you subscribe. And if you don't, as we say on the show, shame on you. So are you ready to kick off Artist Talk? Well, let's go ahead and start the show right now.
Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K.Ward.
Hey, y'all, what's up? I'm back. I'm just over here dancing and grooving to the song. I'm Jazzie K.Ward. Welcome to the show. Hey, Miss Sheila. Hey, so can I bring in Dr. G? What's up, Darren? To see what's been going on with Dr. G over the weekend.
How's
Dr. G,
it going?
Going good. What you got going on over there?
I have one question to ask you.
Sure.
According to Whittington Still, why are you here?
Why am I here? Each and every Monday to have conversations with great people like yourself.
Great answer to the question, because if you didn't know that answer, hashtag shame on you.
Shame on you. Happy holidays to you, Dr. G.
I know they're coming so fast. Thanksgiving now, it's Christmas and Kwanzaa and everything else you can think of. It's going by too fast. It's December.
I know. Have you started Christmas shop?
This year, I'm giving out my friendship, another year of friendship. That priceless. I'm going to put a big red bow on it and gift it to you all.
I love it. You can't put a price on that.
Don't be with me in the back, Chef D. That's all you need is my friendship, my unconditional love. That's all you're going to get. Look, it gets to be too much. The holidays, what to buy this one, buy that one. If I buy this one, something to forget that one. Listen, and things are not cheap now. Look, groceries. I spent $50, and all I got was 2 things.
Hey, Dr. G, let me ask you something. What is the
Yeah.
most expensive vehicle for 2023? What's the most expensive vehicle?
For regular people, or what kind of people?
Just people.
Oh, you buy me a car? Oh, I thought you was buying that for me. I'm just seeing this new vehicle on the market. It's called, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, the Rivan or Rivan, Rivan. This is this new vehicle on the market. And it's going for a nice money, but you got things like Lamborghinis, and you got Bentleys, you got Rolls Royce, you got the Phantom. Depends on who you're trying to buy a car. You want a better car you're going to drive every day, or you want a car that you deserve to be driven in? Because, you know, I can always go for a Maybach. That fits me comfortably.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Is that your final
Right
answer?
Yes.
The most expensive vehicle for 2023, can I get a drum roll? Is the grocery cart.
God damn it, you got that right.
I actually saw that.
That was a good one. Because you gotta keep buying that. You can't live without that either. You can't even get around that.
No. I thought
You
that
know
was so
what?
funny.
It's because everything goes on sale for Black Friday. They just start putting groceries and gasoline on Black Friday sale. How about that? Add those two to the list: groceries and gas.
Groceries and gas. That's right. That's why we got to keep the victory. We got to keep the victory and keep everything moving, Dr. G. That's why we got Sonic here tonight. He's gonna talk to us about this new single, Victory, and I can't wait for you to hear it.
Hey, Miss Sheila, let's see how, you know, Sheila, we love Sheila. She'll always come back for our shenanigans, so can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's right. So, Dr. G, get ready for a great conversation.
I'm here for it all.
All right. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Oh, I thought that was so funny about the most expensive vehicle. I saw this, I don't know, TikTok somewhere, and when the guy showed the picture, and it was a grocery cart. I said, that is so true. So, hey, everybody, welcome to the show. I'm super excited to have a conversation with none other than Grammy nominated recording artist and producer Sonix. Now, Sonix is a maestro who transcends the realms of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Now, he's often referred to as the mad scientist. He reveals the pushing the boundaries of musical possibilities. With a keen eye for unconventional, he masterfully fuses unlikely sounds, genres, and influences, transforming the ordinary into extraordinary. Now, in 2021, captivating the world with his inaugural solo project, Love Crusade. Now, be prepared to be swept away once again with the first single from the Love Crusades 2.0, which is entitled Victory. Prepares to make its it made its debut November 17th of 2023. Now, Victory stands tall as the triumph flagship of Sonic's highly anticipated release, Love Crusades. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome back to Artist Talk, Grammy nominated artist and producer, Sonix. Come on in the room. What's up, my brother? We can't hear you, Sonix. I don't think you're on. I think your volume. Let's see. You're not muted. Can you hear me, Sonix? I can't hear you. You want to try to, let's see. Let's try to, I'm going to log you off and then you log back on. Okay. Let's see. Can we bring Dr. G back on until we see, hey, Dr. G, could you hear Sonix?
I couldn't hear him at all. I heard you very clear. I couldn't hear him, but he'll come back, and we'll take him when he comes back. Grammy nominated artist. You some people on here now. Listen, y'all better stay tuned and get with us that before we blow up, because y'all know we got Grammy nominated artists in here. We are so special. This is phenomenal.
That's true. I think he just popped back on.
Here we go. I can hear you now.
Okay. Hey, my friend, but you know how it is. Hey, it's technology, y'all. It happens.
Yeah.
You know, we've been talking all this time, and you see how when we popped on, and we're gonna say the devil's busy, but we're not gonna claim that, y'all.
No, not at all. We're gonna make the best of it.
We're gonna make the best of it. So, my brother, thank you so much, Sonix, for coming back on the show.
Thank you so much, Jazzie, for having me. I really appreciate being here, and thank you for all the viewers who have tuned in today. So we thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah, we're so happy. So make sure everyone in the comments that you put where you are watching from. If you have questions for our guests, make sure you put those in the comments section, and we will answer those for you. Also, his website will be streaming. It's sonicmusic.net, which will be at the bottom of the screen here. So make sure you go over to the website, check out the website, stream some music, download some music, and make sure you purchase Victory. So, Sonic, just to go back, what's been happening since the last time we talked?
Lots have been transpiring. We have been diligently working on new music, trying to expand the story, continuing to develop new sounds, working with different artists, working on my next project, my next full album project, Love Crusade 2.0, which will be available on my birthday, April 30th, 2024. So we're excited about it. We've been very busy and diligently working. We released 4 singles this year, including Victory, which you'll hear later on in the show. I released 3 singles with Bob Coates, and one is named Sasha, one's Moving the Groove, one is Mambo Rosalita. So I had a great time working with Bob, and also Costella. Thank you, and a shout out to Costella. She actually introduced Jazzie and I to each other. And so Costella will be on my next project. We have a song together called Just You and Me on my new project, Love Crusade 2.0, coming 2024.
I cannot wait. We just love Costella. We love Sonic too, but I can't wait to hear that song. So that means when you release that song, both of you are going to have to come back on the show and talk about how all of that came about.
Absolutely. I look forward to it, and I'm sure Costella does. So she said she was tuning in today, so big shout out to Costella.
We appreciate it. Even if she goes back and watch the replay, hey, thank you so much, Costella. We can't wait to we can hear the song. And so, Sonic, before I get a little bit more deep into the conversation, I do this segment called The Real You. And I'm just going to ask you 3 questions. Who knows what I may ask some of my guests.
That's what I love about being on the show with you. You ask some pretty amazing questions, very much outside the box, so to give a different viewpoint. So it's wonderful to be here, and for us to catch up, because this is like catching up with an old friend here. So I'm glad to be here with you today.
Well, I think it has to be that way, my brother, because you're April the 30th. I'm April the 28th. You can't get much better than that.
Hey, April babies, you already know.
So don't forget, y'all, both of our birthdays are in April, and we both accept Cash App, gift cards, all that, right, son?
Yes, Cash App, gift card, Venmo, PayPal, whatever you want to say.
Right. And by the sound of my voice, just for a pre-birthday, if we could get, hey, I'm going to start off 25 people. It's 25 people to go right now and download Victory.
Yes.
25 people.
Let's
just
do it.
Go, hey, 25 people, go and download. What is a single? What is it? $1.99, $2? I don't.
Some platforms is 99 cents.
Just go down.
99 cents. Can we have a dollar? You know, a
Can we
dollar,
have a dollar?
$1.29. Some platforms. Yeah, please.
I
Thank
love
you, Jazzy. I appreciate that.
it.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome, my brother. So my first question is, give me a few things that, well, give me three things that you can't live without.
I can't live without God.
Okay.
That's first and foremost for me. There's no me without God. Number two, my family. I'm here because, you know, we all have purpose in life, and God blessed me with some amazing children. So my children and the music, you know, God gives me songs, and so I feel like I'm a custodian of that music, you know. And so God places it with me, and I just try to share it with as many people as I can. And my focus is to uplift people and spread love with my music throughout the world, and spread joy. I want to see people smiling. I want to see people dancing. So my music is pretty much dedicated to that. I want to see smiles on people's faces. And, you know, we all are going through different challenges, and it's a very challenging time in life. But just to be able to spread love and joy, you know, that's my purpose in life. So
Oh,
that's my answer. Those three answers right there.
those are great answers. Thank you so much for sharing this, Sonny. And so tell me, what would you rather be, rich or famous, and why?
I think famous,
Okay. Why is that?
because one of the reasons I even allowed myself to be a recognizable entity, because most of my career I was pretty much focused on staying off the radar. So, but I realized that you can affect change more rapidly from the top down than the bottom up. So any attention that comes my way, it will be used to affect change in a positive way. So like we're here today, we're having this dialogue. So, and it's because of whatever attention that does come from it. My purpose is to do some good with it.
All right. Can we get an amen on that, y'all? Can we get an amen on that? I like
Amen. Amen, church.
that. Amen, church. So tell me, I always found this to be a very interesting question. And I was asked this maybe, I just never forgot this, maybe about 20 years, well, no, 15 years ago. Someone asked me, tell me something that is working for you right now. What's been working for you, son?
What's been working for me?
Mhm.
Hard work has been working for me. You know, I grew up with my dad. He used to work these long hours, and sometimes 16, 18-hour days on a regular basis. And so I learned the value of hard work very early years. And, you know, a lot of people have talent. Everyone has talent, everyone has abilities. But what I learned as a child is it's the work you do that separates you from everyone else. So the work that I've been putting into myself these days, because a good portion of my career has been working and pouring out into others. And so now I have been working and pouring out into myself and my own businesses and my own companies and my own music, and allowing that to work for me. So that has been working. You know, it's being effective when you see, you know, you go back and see where your music has traveled to. You get comments, you get different emails or correspondence from people from all over the world that lets you know to keep going. You know, so thank you guys for reaching out when you do and sending me all the positive messages and sending love. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm truly grateful. So right now, you know, you have the accessibility of the internet. And so my music has traveled to countries that, you know, I would have never imagined. And so hard work
Hard work.
is paying off. It always
Yeah,
pays off.
that's right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Speaking with Grammy nominated recording artist and producer. His name is Sonix, and his brother definitely has that it factor. And if you don't know who Sonix is, shame on you.
That's right. Shame on you.
Shame on you. So thank you, my brother, for answering those questions of the Real You segment. That wasn't too bad, was it?
No, I always look forward to your questions because they're so outside of the box from the normal questions that you get. So I always look forward to saying, okay, what's Jazzy gonna hit me with today? So I look forward to it all the time, all the
You
time.
know, I do. I appreciate that, my brother. And don't forget, everyone, to go over to sonicmusic.net. That is the website. Make sure you check out this brother. And please make sure you support his music. He has a new release out, and the title of that new single is titled Victory.
Yeah.
And so tell us, my brother, about this new release, Victory. So before I go into that, is this like a out of all the music you've done, you know how you ask some artists, like, is this like a special release for you? Or I'm sure all of them are special, but I know 2023 we're leaving out, we're going into 2024. What does this project or this album means to you coming out?
Well, victory, victory, victory. I have the victory. You have the victory. We're still here. We have come through some very challenging times in life. And so just the mere fact that we are still alive in our right minds, just it's victory, So I know what victory is to me,
Okay.
So everyone has their own mindset of what victory means to you, So you have the victory, I have the victory, and coming through, just think about the pandemic. So many others have not made it through these trying times, but through it all, I'm still here. I'm still blessed to be here and take another breath. So that is victory in itself for me. And so I wanted, just writing this song, it just became an anthem. And I hope it becomes an anthem for you. So music for me, it heals me first before it touches anyone else. And so through these trying times, it just uplifts my spirit. So I always often feel like there's a saying that you preach to yourself first. So that's what music does for me. So I hope it does the same thing for you, uplifts you, brings you joy, makes you smile, makes you dance, So if it's nothing else, just to take your mind away just for a few minutes to touch your soul, your spirit, and uplift you. I hope it becomes an anthem for you. My new song is called Victory. Victory. I have the victory, you have the victory, and we have the victory.
That's right. And while Sonic is saying victory, I think we should just go ahead and listen to a little bit of the song Victory, which is available on all streaming platforms now, everyone. Wherever music is streaming, it's available. Sonicmusic.net. You can go to the website. So, hey, let's go ahead right now and let's check out a little bit of Victory right here on Artist Talk. Jazzie. And again, we're streaming. I love it. I think, Sonny, we have lost your sound again, my friend. Okay, there you. We cannot. So, Sonny, we're gonna get you to log back out, and we're gonna get you to log back in, Sonny. Okay. He's go. So the song is, you know what, Dr. G, did you hear the song?
Listen, I'm ready to get up and start this. I'm almost knocked my whole little thing down. I said, oh, this is ridiculous. Listen, this is workout music. This is music you can walk to in the morning. This is just feel good music.
That's right.
It's just feel good. It's feel good music. That's just like, listen, I'm ready to.
Yeah.
You know, you said you don't do your shoulder shrug. You started changing it. I almost started doing the little snake. I said, oh. No, he did not. He did not.
Get it. Come on.
Get it. Come on. Oh, is it Shakira? I'm bad with names, y'all. She said both her grandmother, they were both up dancing, son.
Oh, thank you. That's the mission right there, to hear about folks dancing and having a good time, joyful together, you know, bringing families together and just having a good time. Yes.
You know, there's so much conversation I want to have, but before I dive into that with Sonic, I'm going to go over to Dr. G with Mind, Body, and Soul segment, and then we're going to come back with Grammy-nominated recording artist and producer Sonic, and we're going to have a little bit more conversation. So continue to keep it locked right here. You're watching Jazzie After Dark. I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward.
It's time for Health and Wellness Check-In with Dr. Chantel Graham. Tips for the mind, body, and soul.
Now, you know, I dance to anything. But listen, I dance to my music. I dance to your theme music. I'm dancing to Victory. Listen, I'm going to get no sleep tonight. I'm going to be all wired up.
I know, Dr. G. It has such a groove to it, doesn't it? I feel good.
You can't help but to do something to that, whether it be your shoulder shrug or whether it be your... Yeah, that's right, cats. Like the feel good music, you got to do the... So since we talking about feel good and you tried to get a question on me, I'm going to turn it back to you. We're going to do Guess That Food again tonight. So, you know, the holidays are here. We're not eating our best. I'm not going to give you the whole song and dance about don't eat this, don't eat that. It's the holidays. We made it. Enjoy yourself. But you can add little things to your diet to help you along the way. So you got to guess this food again. So let's see. This is a food that helps with digestion, gives you energy, keeps you alert, helps you sleep. It also, let's see, what is that thing? Helps with memory. And it also helps with allergies. Name that food, Jazzie.
Can you give me some options? Maybe like 3 choices?
Okay, let me give you 3 choices since you want cheat. We're going to say celery. That's a good one. Spinach. Parsley or mint. Just gonna throw that out there. Just throw it out there. Now, little cheat sheet. We had parsley last week, so they won't be parsley. I like pudding. It makes me happy too. Pudding.
Is it spinach?
It is not spinach. I'm gonna give you a second. Mint. That's right. It is mint. Mint does all those good things. It helps with alertness. It helps relieve tension, headaches. It helps with sleeping. Remember, mint is a good muscle relaxer. So it helps relax all those muscles and help you go to sleep a little bit at night. It also helps with digestion. It helps relax that GI gut, get that stuff moving. Mint also helps with those who have IBS. It's a great thing for that. Alertness, energy. And the great thing about mint you can use in many ways. You can use just mint leaves, make a mint tea. You can actually use mint on the skin to help with antibacterial things. You could also use mint as a mint oil. and it helps with all those great things. So get you some fresh mint, grow a little plant, buy some in the store. You can use it in all shape, form, and variety. Get you some mint, especially with the memory, because that's me. I'm getting old. I gotta write stuff down like my mama did. Write stuff down. And again, allergy season. A little whiff of that helps clear a lot of that stuff up. Get you some mint.
I'm gonna do that because a lot of times, what about for the mint water? Some people put mint in their water.
Mint in their water, mint tea. It's wonderful for digestion. It helps that stomach health, and it also, believe it or not, help you lose weight.
Oh, great!
Makes you feel full longer, and it's also anti appetite suppressant.
Appetite suppressant. Okay.
So get you some mint in water. You add a little bit of pineapple. Ooh, it's wonderful. Or watermelon.
Oh, watermelon.
What kind of mint? No, as Latanya said, does it have mint? No, it doesn't matter what kind of mint. Get you some fresh mint leaves. You can do dried mint, fresh mint, peppermint oil, not peppermint candy. That's not peppermint candy. Is not peppermint, people. Listen, if you don't believe, you can go Google on that one. Even Dr. Google got that one right. Peppermint candy is not real mint. But put a little mint in water. Get the oil. Get some leaves. Get some. You see, Stella is on that. You know, we love it. And for those who like their vocals, get that soothing relaxation in your throat before you start using those vocals. See, I'm gonna start singing if I get some mint tea.
I love that, Dr. Graham. And so let people know how they can find you on social media or get in contact with you.
I know I'm all over the place, but my website is theapplife.info. My email is drgraham@theapplife.info. And if you see me on social media, it's always Dr. Shawnee 0730. Since he's April 30th, I'm just 30. So us Leos are in the house, you Taurus people. And grab your book, Nia the Germinator. And listen, holiday time, a great stocking stuffer. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. It's a great stocking stuffer. Get the book, grab your copy. And if you don't, shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you. Shame on you. It is a great book, Nia and the Germinators. And so make sure you get your copy. And it's not just for kids, it's for adults too, though. I promise you.
Learning starts at home.
It is. And reading is fundamental.
Okay, Schoolhouse Rock.
Right. You remember that, Dr. G?
Yes, I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. I want to start that.
And so we need you, Dr. G, in the OR to add victory in the OR.
So the thing is, I'm changing roles now. So I still do operating room work, but I'm also now overseeing 12 imaging centers. So now I get to play it not just in one OR, I get to spread the love in other facilities.
I love it. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
I love it. We need you to stick around for the rest of the show.
Oh, you know me. He's so extra.
The extra it is. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to follow Dr. G, Dr. Chantel Graham at the applife.info. Dr. Graham, we'll see you a little bit later.
All right. See you then.
Okay. So we're going to bring our special guest back into the room. We have our special guest recording artist Sonix is here with us. Can you hear me, Son?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. That's good. You know, Sonix, going back to the song Victory, I mean, the comments were blowing up. So I was looking on my YouTube. I try not to look away. I was looking on, well, it's not Twitter, but it's X. So we're broadcasting also on Soul TV as well, everyone. And so people were like, wow, I love this song. And like Dr. G said, you can't help but get up. But that's what music should do for all of us, right?
Absolutely. It should emote a reaction, some kind of reaction. And so, like I said, my purpose is to make others celebrate life. You know, we're here for a short enough time. So how do we get through this thing called life? So I want to, spread as much joy and love as I possibly humanly can. So this is my gift that God gave me, which is music. So I just do all I can to share it with others. And it's such a blessing to see folks dancing, see you with Dr. G dancing to it, So it's like it's just been birthed and it's just been released in the last has been released in the last 2 weeks. So it's just a joy to see the response and hear the responses. So thank you everyone for their comments. And believe me, it fills my heart to hear these responses. So thank you so much. It brings me joy. So thank you.
Okay. And before we get into that, like on this song, Victory, like who did you work with on this particular project?
On this particular song, Victory, I actually, my guitarist, Johnny Johnson, Johnny J2, he plays quite a bit on my projects. And also John J.R. Robinson, he is the most recorded drummer in history. He is actually the percussion on it. Both of them have played with some of the best in the world. John J.R. Robinson is known for the Michael Jackson Thriller project. He's known for Off the Wall, and he graced me with his presence on Victory. He's playing percussion, and Johnny's playing guitar, and he plays with some of everyone, Boyz II Men, Eric Benet, some of the greats, you know, and Earth, Wind, and Fire. The list goes on and on with those guys, but they blessed me with their presence on Victory. So I'm grateful. The rest is all yours truly.
And, you know, son, and people don't really, I mean, you've worked with some major, like some hitters. Tell us some artists, you know, in your past and current that you have worked with.
Some past artists I've worked with David Bowie. I've worked with I'll Be Sure. I've worked with Lauryn Hill. I've worked with 50 Cent. I worked with Bad Boy and quite a few others. And I'm just grateful, you know, that God has blessed me with gifts and talents that were cultivated as a kid. And it actually turned into something, and did not even know I was turning it into a career per se. It just was me trying to express myself, and God blessed it. So I'm just grateful to be here, still doing what I love to do.
That's right. And you know, I also got a text message and some other messages on my Twitter. And I know Sonix is also the president and founder of Nucleus Entertainment, which is an independent record label and Laboratory One recording studio that's based in Las Vegas. And so a lot of people want to know, are you open now to working with other artists, or are you just solely right now busy working on your Love Crusade 2.0?
Well, I keep the door open because, you know, God blessed me with these talents. And so, you know, if I'm inspired by a project, then I take a look at everything that comes across my desk. And so this year, even in spite of the fact that I was actually working on Love Crusade 2.0, which will be out for my birthday, April 30th, I actually created 3 songs with Bob Coates. And those 3 songs came out this year. So we released, along with the songs with Bob Coates and Victory, we released 4 singles this year, as we stated earlier. So Sasha, Moving the Groove, and Mambo Rosalita, that was all developed within this last year. So we're always keeping the door open for collaborations and producing and writing new music.
Oh, I love that. And I mean, man, when I heard you do that, your rendition of No Ordinary Love, I was like, whoa. I can't remember her first name. I just remember her last name was Isley.
Yes, Patrice Isley. You know, so shout out to Patrice Isley. She blessed us to be on No Ordinary Love. You know, I originally was going to do 10 covers and 10 originals, and I don't know what I was thinking, but so I created No Ordinary Love. It was one of those songs that just stands out, and who doesn't love Sade? And so No Ordinary Love, I created the extended version and asked Patrice if she would bless me with that, and she graciously said yes. And so I worked on the extended version, not realizing that the song was 7.5 minutes long. And so I wanted to do, you know, a vocal version, a smooth jazz version with just the chorus. And then I wanted to do an instrumental. And before I realized it, that was 3 versions already, 3 7.5 minute versions. And they had to be cut down to radio length below 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. So that left me with 6 versions of No Ordinary Love. And I said, well, what should I do with that? And so what I did, I wind up creating an old school maxi single which gives you 6 different versions. So I called it No Ordinary Love, the maxi single, and I released that the same day as I released Love Crusade, my album.
Right.
So go get that as well. 6 different versions of No Ordinary Love, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I love that, man. And I have to ask you this question. I said, well, Sonic, when I was looking at the album cover, I look at things probably sometimes I think a little different than other people, but I'm one of those old school kind of guys. I open up the CD book. I'm gonna read everything in the CD book, the credits, who support. But I have to ask you, Sonic, who is your photographer? Because
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
whoever your photographer is, I need them in my life. I need that photographer.
I got you. I'll hook you up. My photographer's name is Vaughn Jackson. He's out of LA. And so I'm grateful that God has placed some pretty amazing people in my life. So Vaughn Jackson is my photographer, and my graphics person who does all the amazing graphics work. His name is Showbiz, and he's out of New Jersey. And so those 2 guys I primarily work with on my artwork because they actually capture my vision. And they blow me away with what they do. And so I just give them a bit of direction, and we just put it together, and they just blow me away each and every single time.
Right. When I look at the album cover, and just to go back to that, I mean, when I saw that album cover, I was blown away. It's like you shooting up. Have you seen the album cover yet? The graphics, whoever thought of that, it's like you're shooting up, like the Matrix. You're shooting up in the sky. Is that what you wanted? Like, what's the vision? What's this vision of this album cover? Someone asked you.
So the thing about it was when we shot the vision for the cover, I actually had this mask, and between me and you guys, I often feel like I'm a superhero. So anything like superhero, Matrixy, that's me all the way. So I was looking up to the sky, and my relationship with God. I'm like, okay, we're going through these trying times. This vision, I'm going to shoot up out of the earth, And so my graphics guy, I always give him a little bit of detail and context. I need this cover to be like this. And so I said, I need to be out of space. I need to be, flying above the atmosphere. And most of the time, my graphics guy nails it first shot. So he did the same thing. It had me in awe, speechless. Sometimes he captures so much that it brings tears and such joy to me that he did that with Victory. He did that with Love Crusade. He did the same thing with Cloud 9 album cover, single cover. So he has a way of just capturing the vision, and it just overwhelms me with joy that it just expresses my vision so clearly.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. I need Showbiz in my life too. You're gonna have to connect us.
I got you.
I appreciate it. I know you are a man I can see of perfection, and your craft is very important to you, Sonic. So, something I wanted to mention relatively to ask you is, what do you do every day that makes you great at what you do?
Well, I do a lot of meditating and praying. I try not to, as a writer, if I'm working on a project, I try not to listen to anyone else so I can come from my own perspective. So I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't listen to the radio very often. I try to stay abreast on current affairs, but I try to keep my connection open with God and keep my connection free so I can hear elements. And so going for walks, just absorbing the sunshine, going for long drives, I'm always hearing elements and hearing compositions in my mind and my heart and my spirit. It's like a cup. It just keeps being filled with something else. Keeping clear, you can hear. And so I don't have a lot going on. I might watch sports, maybe like sports, a little bit, a recap here and there. But outside of that, I don't really watch too much. But It allows me to stay in my own perspective, and I think that's the best way. You know, God has filled me with so many different styles of music around us, and I have absorbed quite a bit of different music from around the world. And so I always say, as a writer, when I mentor others, is that you can't really express what you're not exposed to. So God has blessed me to be exposed to music from all over the world, and so now it's just about sharing what's in there already and just sharing it and pouring it out. And so I'm open to hearing from God and hearing these elements. So to God be the glory when it comes to what the compositions wind up. And so I just get a spark and I just keep working that spark until we get to the end of the road, at the end of the composition. And I say, I have gone the final mile with this song, and I've done the best that I can do with this song, and pay as close to each detail as possible. And at the end of it, I say, okay, what do we have here? Is it something that's worthy of sharing with people? And when I listened to Victory, I said, this has to be shared now. And I felt like it was joyous for the time. You know, it's not quite a holiday song, but it's joyous. And so and that's what holidays are all about, bringing joy. So bringing joy to the world is my mission. And so I spread the love, and that's what it's all about.
You're right, and I think that's just what music does, or it should do, as I stated earlier. But I could only imagine in this business world, with this music business, right? It could be up, it could be down. You think about it, we go back and think about the pandemic and what happened there. We never imagined that I would live, rather, to even be able to, see something like a pandemic happen in my lifetime. So, Sonic, how do you stay grateful and humble in this very tough business that you're in? Because there's competition. You may not be in competition, but there's so many artists out here. There's so many people to work with. So, how do you stay grateful?
I stay grateful by not even thinking about it. I don't think about the accolades. I don't think about what others are doing. What I do is just full expression from within. God gives me visions. He gives me the music, and I just stay in my lane. I do what I do, and there's so many talented people in the world, and I think that's part of the mistake. Where people try to align themselves one way or the other. So for me, it's just being true to who I am, and I hope that people enjoy what I do. But at the end of the day, if it is not for you, then it'll be for someone else. And so I stay comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with staying focused on the task at hand. I'm very forward thinking, so I really don't think about what happened yesterday, who I worked with yesterday. I stay in the moment of what I'm doing right now, and this is the most important thing right now, this second, and what I'm doing tomorrow. So I'm forward thinking in that aspect. So it's almost like yesterday didn't even happen. So it's like, yeah, you produced Easy Street. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, you're right. And what does it even sound like? Because I'm so immersed in what I'm doing right today that it's almost like yesterday didn't happen. So that's how I stay grounded.
Okay, I love that answer. So, what has been the absolute, and I'm sure you've had many, but what has been the absolute highlight of your career so far?
I like to say it hasn't happened yet.
Hey, I like that. I like that answer. I really do.
Because if you think about it, people rest on their laurels, and I just don't want to ever do that. I want to stay driven, and the moment hasn't happened, because if you're still in the journey, you're still in the thick of it, then why would you rest on anything? Why would anything even excite you? But I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful, but in the full scope of it, I'm still working, and the success for me is the continuation of that journey. Continue. I'm still here being creative when many others are not, or they have passed away, or they just chosen to get off the road. But this is the success for me, that every day of me being able to do what I do, and it's just a part of my fiber. So if something's in you, it has to come out. So that's the blessing right there.
That's true. That is so true. Okay, so now we're going to be looking. We need to add author to your resume. You need to write a book. I see a book. You know what I see, Sonic, for you? A book kind of compositioning your music. Like, you know how you have victory, and then you may write something, a book that goes with the music. I don't know if you remember Dr. Iyanla Van Zant. She did a book called In the Meantime.
Okay, okay.
And there's a book, it's not her music, but every time she quotes a scripture, something of inspiration, it floats into a song. And she worked with a variety of artists.
Hmm.
And whatever her passage or she was quoting went into that song. And okay, we need that from Sonic.
Okay. I think you just gave me something additional to work on. So I think that will actually be a great help to people because, I often get those questions, what made you write this, or where were you, and my purpose, like I said, is really to help people. And so I think the backstory is definitely needed to share. So yeah, you gave me something new to work on. So I will take one on the chin. I take that. Yes.
That'd be
Love
great.
the idea. Love that idea.
I appreciate it, everyone. Again, we're talking with Grammy-nominated recording artist and producer Sonic. Make sure you go over to sonicmusic.net. That's SONIX music.net, which is streaming on the bottom of the screen here. His new release is titled Victory, which is available. It's streaming everywhere. It came out November of 2023. Also coming April of 2024 is the Love Crusade album 2.0. And I want to ask you, when will they be able to can they pre-order that album? Will that
Well,
be
we'll get that pre-order URL together for you, and we'll make sure you have it as soon as possible.
Okay, you heard it, y'all. So, Sonny, I'm going to ask you this: if you could organize a festival and have any lineup,
Ooh.
who would be your top 5 artists on that festival?
My top 5 artists on that festival, I would say Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
Charlie Wilson, Jasmine Sullivan,
Oh,
Jill Scott,
okay.
and myself.
Of course.
I couldn't let everybody else have all the fun. I would love to be a part of that one.
I love that. So what advice can you give to some of the young artists that are coming up? Somebody watching this, they want to do exactly what you're doing. Any advice that you can
Never
give?
give up.
Never give up.
Never give up on your dreams. It may be difficult. Some may have it easy. Some may have it difficult. But if God really puts that on your heart and it's inside of you, you may have to work hard. You may have to make sacrifices. With everything, there is sacrifices. But never give up on your dreams. You're never too old to follow your dreams. You're never too old to follow your heart. So never give up. Continue.
Continue. I'm just going back a little bit. So, do you remember the first time you heard your song or any of your music on the radio?
I do.
What was the first song? And do you remember? And where were you? Do you remember?
I was in New York, back home in New York City. That's where I'm from. And driving on the West Side Highway. I was on the West Side Highway with my cousin. My older cousin is Albie Shore. And
right.
So we actually, part of his demo was done in my bedroom. And so we were driving on the West Side Highway, and I remember listening to the radio. I believe it was 98.7 FM, Kiss FM back in the day. So yes, I do remember. And it was awe-inspiring. Like, is that really me? That's our song. That's it. That's our song. So the joy of hearing your song on the radio for the first time is very amazing. That's something you will never forget.
Okay.
Never forget.
Okay. When do you remember your first concert you attended?
First concert I attended. First concert I attended was, I grew up in the church. My parents are both pastors and ministers and bishops, and so as a child, it was a quartet concert, and I wind up working with that older quartet group, and they would let me sit in with them. And that was actually my first professional gigs, was sitting in with a quartet group. And I started out playing drums. So when they would come to the area and come to town, they would let me sit in with them playing drums as this 8-year-old kid. And I shout outs to the Supreme Gospel Highlights. I used to sit in with those guys. And actually what's interesting is we reconnected not too long ago. So we will have some new music coming out with them as well. So
that's awesome. So if I came to Las Vegas, say next week, and we just ride, or I came to your house and we're in the car, like, who is Sonix listening to today? Like,
I love listening to some old soul music. So I'm listening to some Isley Brothers. I'm listening to some Curtis Mayfield. I'm listening to some Stevie Wonder. I also listen to Kevin Ross. I love just some of everybody. Her. Listen to her, D'Angelo, Erykah Badu. Just something that makes you feel good. And then I also listen to rock. Don't get me wrong. I'll listen to some heavy metal. I'll listen to some rock. I'll listen to some Latin. I love some salsa, merengue. I love all that, world music. Also Yusu and Duro. I love some African, the Afrobeat stuff. And so some of everything is like a melting pot, and that's the blessing of the world of music is vast. And so I think people get caught to trying to fit a mold, and there's so much beautiful, elements out here that we should be expressing, and we are expressing, and that we should be embracing as well. So that's what we'll be riding around listening to, my brother.
I know. Hey, I tell you all, I will definitely be riding. Now, I have blowed your song up, No Ordinary Love.
Oh,
I have just played that. I'm playing that. That's in my playlist. Even when I work out every day, on my cool down, I'm listening to No Ordinary Love, you and Patrice Isley. And now, of course, he has a new single out. It's Victory. It's available now. It was just released 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
It's available
November 17th, 2023, a couple of weeks ago. And so go get it on all digital platforms. You can download it. You can purchase it. You can stream it. Go get it. Go get it.
Go Victory. Get it. Good. And so, Sonny, my last word, what do you want people to take away when they hear Victory?
I want you to be inspired, be uplifted, and just allow the music to just uplift you. Let it fill your heart with joy. And that's really what it comes down to. Let it be your anthem of victory. That's right. You are victorious. I am victorious. You have the victory. I have the victory. Victory, victory, victory. Be inspired, be uplifted.
Hey, everybody, again, that's our Grammy nominated recording artist and producer Sonix. That's sonicmusic.net. Go download some music. It's the holidays. Hey, go buy a song, share a song with a friend. It's all about support. The recording artists, they need your support, y'all. A lot of times the song is 99 cents, whether it's $1.99. Hey, if you have to download it 5 times, if it's 99 cents, it's $5.
Yes.
Just download. And before we let Sonix go, we want to bring Dr. G back into the room, into the space, y'all. Thank you so much for everybody. Dr. G, do you have the victory after this show?
Listen, this is a great interview. And again, I told you, I was in here jamming, almost my whole setup over messing with this song, Victory. But then God was watching over me and said, don't knock this over. See, it worked out. Win-win. There you go.
Yes. Victory.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I always learn so much when Dr. G sharing so much information. Who knew,
Oh, yeah. Who knew about
little things you can do to make your life better that we have access to all the time. Just got to start little, and little things become big things.
That's true. And Sonix, before we let me go, what can we expect from Sonix for the rest of 2023 and going into the new year?
Going into 2024, you can expect more good music. You can expect to hear Victory. We're actually making rounds to share the music with different people and publications. And so please go get it. Please send me a line. Let me know what you think of the song. Support me on sonicmusic.net. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Sonic with an X. Just all over. Just drop me a line. I would love to hear from you.
Yeah,
And you know what I say? It costs you nothing to share. Share my shit. That's ain't rich.
Yes, share it. So also the hashtags that I am actually promoting is I am Sonix, I am Sonix, and also Sonix Victory. You know, so you can follow all of that and send me a message and support me and repost and retweet, whatever. Share it. Thank you.
Thank you all so much, Sonix, Dr. G, both of you, Chef D. Thank each and every one of you in the comment section. That's right. Make sure on everything you go and put I am Sonic and Sonic Victory. Go download the song Victory. It's available now. You can go to sonicmusic.net. And if you don't download it, what do we say, Dr. G?
Shame on you. Shame on you.
And there's another question we have from Colleen. She said, do you have any Christmas music?
Do I have any Christmas music? No, I do not at this moment, but you can look forward to that next year for sure.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
That's great. We love that. And again, thank you everyone for watching. I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward. Go over to K.Ward Radio, which is my YouTube channel. Subscribe. KWardRadio.com is my website. Make sure you subscribe to that. Make sure you follow these amazing guests on our show, Dr. Chantel Graham and Sonic. If you would like to send me some music, my information is listed there. If you would like to support the show, PayPal, Cash App, all of that is there. Join me each and every Saturday on 90.7 FM WVAS, which is on the campus of Alabama State University from 8 to 12 noon Central Standard Time. Remember, make sure you take care of yourself. And remember, you know, it doesn't cost much to smile. You never know how that may impact somebody's day. Okay? Have a great rest of the week. We'll see you next time right here on Artist Talk.
Standard Time on his Facebook Live or YouTube. And if you don't, shame on you.
Artist Talk. It's the Jazzie K.Ward coming at ya.